Now, I've been watching the NBA for about 10 years now, and in these years, I've seen teams rock all types of jerseys. Some were really nice, and some were not so nice. Like, seriously, who the fuck allowed this? With this being my first video in a while, I wanted to make this something more fun and lighthearted. So, today I'm going to be giving you guys my all-time favorite NBA jerseys from all 30 NBA teams. Now, I got this idea from Dom2K. I will leave his video in the description. Please check it out. I saw the video and I wanted to do one my own. Now, this was actually kind of hard to do because some of these teams have multiple jerseys that I really liked, and I couldn't pick a real favorite. But at the end of the day, this whole thing is subjective, and it is just my personal favorites, so yours might be different and mine are different. So, you know, at the end of the day, this is just my opinion. So yeah, it's been a while since I've uploaded. Thank you guys for the continued support. My name is Maz, and let's jump right into it. Now, with the Atlanta Hawks, my favorite jersey is the ones that they wore in the early 90s. These are the black and red gradient with the Hawks text and the hawk on the front with the basketball. This is a very sleek look, and I personally like it because it just, when I see this jersey, I think of the Dominique Wilkins days, and I just like think of all the highlights that I've seen on YouTube and whatnot. And it's a very nice looking jerseys. I wish that they were able to modernize this look and maybe add the Nike check mark or whatever, but I really like this jersey. And you know, I think if you look at all the Hawks jerseys, nothing has really come close to this. This is by far the best. For the Milwaukee Bucks, my favorite jersey is the ones that they wore in the late 90s and the early 2000s when Ray Allen was on the team. This is the green, the solid green jersey with the purple stripes and the Bucks written on it with the white and purple gradient, and it has the really cool buck on it. This jersey is fire. Like, I could picture like people with jersey collections wearing this kind of jersey, like the Ray Allen jersey with the Bucks. This is an iconic jersey, and if you look at all the Bucks jerseys, they've all actually been really nice. I haven't really seen a Bucks jersey that I didn't like, and this one is easily the favorite though. I can't help but just think of this look and think of Ray Allen just hitting a bunch of threes and like all the highlights from that time. This is by far the best jersey that the Bucks have. For the Chicago Bulls, this one is kind of a no-brainer for myself as a Bulls fan. This is the classic pinstripes with the black and red stripes with the Bulls on it. The Bulls honestly haven't really had any jerseys that have kind of stood out or had any like interesting look to it. They've all kind of looked the same. But this jersey, man, I can't help it. I have this jersey too. I have this Jordan jersey, and I love it. It is such an incredible look. I just can't help but think of like the 90s, the glory days that we have. This is such a simple look, but it's so iconic that, you know, you see this and you just remember like, oh, the Bulls, Michael Jordan, the greatest, you know, the best. It's just an incredible jersey, and not only is it just a very simple look, but it's very iconic. Now, the Cavaliers have had a lot of jerseys, but nothing that really stands out or nothing that really caught my eye. But this one that they wore in the early 2000s when LeBron was on the team in the beginning were really nice. This is the solid blue with the red on the sides and then the kind of gold, red, and blue kind of pattern going on. I like it because it isn't really too loud. It's kind of a simple look, but when I see it, I think of, you know, the early days with LeBron when he was just playing by himself with a bunch of kind of nobodies, to be honest. But when I see this, I can't help but think of like the beginning of LeBron's career, and it is an iconic jersey. You know, the LeBron James jersey is such a classic, and it's a very nice look. I can't help but, you know, like it. The Boston Celtics have had basically the same jerseys for their entire like existence, but this year they kind of changed it up that I kind of like. So my favorite jersey from the Celtics is the ones that they're kind of wearing right now, the City Editions, only because it's the only jersey that kind of has a little bit of a different to it. You know, we've seen a lot of their jerseys with the white or the solid green, but this one is nice. It's a very simple look, but it works. The black jersey with the green text and the green on the sides and on the collar and everything. Really nothing to it, but I can't help but it is so nice. The Celtics have not really taken any risk, and they haven't really done anything special with their jerseys, but this one is the one that is kind of different, so I'll give it credit where it's due. Now, the Miami Heat, I think I can honestly say that in the entire history of this team, the Heat have had the best jerseys almost always. I've loved their white hot. I love their red hot that they wore when in the LeBron days. Those were absolute fire. Even the black ones, those were so clean and so fire. But come on, this is a no-brainer. The Miami Vice jerseys that they started last year, these jerseys are so fire, man. The Miami Vice days, and it is just such a fire jersey, and I wish that, and I know I'm not the only one who thinks this, but I would love to see the Miami Heat make this their permanent thing. I would love for them to kind of ditch the white, black, and red look and kind of just go with this permanently, because it is so fire. Like, they have this black jersey with the red and the blue. They have even the white one that works, and even I think they even have a pink one that even I like. It's so fire. This is such an incredible jersey, and the Heat have always had the best jerseys. I'm not a Heat fan, but I can admit that I've always wanted a Heat jersey just because of this. I might even get a Dwayne Wade jersey with the Vice just because it's just so good. But yeah, this is easily the best that Miami's had. Portland, again, really nothing crazy that they've had done in their past, but they've always had the very simple, clean look that looks good. And their city jerseys this year are no exception. Obviously, this is, if you look at it, you would think, why is this so special? It's just kind of bland. It's a black, it has like half black and half gray kind of, with a red stripe on the side going like through a cross with the Rip City on it in the red text. Very simple jersey, but I like it. It works, and I can think, I see it, I picture, Damian Lillard, and I basically kind of picture the crazy Blazers run that they've had this year and the success they've had this year, because this city jersey is really nice and it's such a clean look, but I can't help but like it. Now, the Knicks are another team where they haven't really changed up their look in previous years. They've kind of had the same look for decades now, but the only time that they've really kind of changed things up is this year with their city jerseys. And I will say that a lot of people don't like them. I can see why. They do look a little tacky, but I like them because they're different. They're not the same white or blue look that they've gone with for always. This is something new, this is something different, and honestly, it's not that ugly in my opinion. It has a nice look with the orange and blue kind of stripes going all the way down with the like dark blue on it. It's a good look, and you know what? RJ Barrett will look good in this jersey too. Now, for the Orlando Magic, this is a kind of a simple look, but it's a classic. This is when they were with Penny and Shaq in those days. The blue jersey with the white stripes on it. Very simple look, but you can't go wrong with a good pinstripes jersey. It looks good. It has a lot of like history behind it. It reminds me of like the early Shaq days and Penny Hardaway, who is one of the most underrated players in NBA history in my opinion. Like, when I look back at Penny's highlights, I think of like how incredible this guy was, and I see this jersey and I think of those days. So it's a classic jersey. Again, you can't go wrong with some pinstripes. Now, the Brooklyn Nets, I'm also tying this with New Jersey. I tried to look at what the best jerseys they had when they were in New Jersey and with Brooklyn, and honestly, there's a tie between two. There's the one with the white and like the blue kind of like on the sides, like half of it. That's a good look, but I don't know why, it just looked kind of weird to me. But in my opinion, the best jerseys that the Nets have had is their city editions this year, which is obviously the Biggie jerseys. I don't know why, I just like these jerseys, and they look so clean with the black, and then like on the sides you got all the like fancy colors and stuff. It just looks good. It's a very simple look that has a little pop to it, and it works. And obviously it has a lot of history behind it, but not even if you like take the history side apart, it's just a good looking jersey. And I can't wait to see Kyrie Irving rocking this jersey next year. Indiana Pacers. Now, this one was kind of difficult because, again, not really much. I was gonna go with their pinstripes just because they're a simple look that look good, and they remind me of the Reggie Miller days. But this one is a little nice only because I'm biased and I love blue. So this is obviously the solid blue with the yellow on the side with the Pacers logo and like a weird kind of racer font thing. It's a simple look, but it has a little bit that stands out to it, and I like it. Nothing really else to it. It's just a jersey that I like. For the Detroit Pistons, this one was kind of a no-brainer. I really like these blue jerseys that they have right here. The teal blue with the Pistons logo with the weird like Pistons like horse kind of thing on it. I don't know what it is, I'm sorry, but you guys know what I mean. On the center with the number like on the corner kind of thing. It's such a simple jersey. It's such a clean jersey, and obviously it reminds me of the Grant Hill days, but it's such a fire jersey, and I wouldn't be surprised if this jersey was going for like hundreds of dollars on jersey stores. And obviously I wouldn't be surprised if people were buying these fake jerseys from China for like 10 bucks. It's such a fire jersey, and obviously it's the most different thing I've seen with the Detroit Pistons because they've kind of stuck with the red, white, and blue theme. But this was kind of something where they did something a little different, and it worked, and it really looks good. For the Toronto Raptors, I mean, do I even have to explain it? This is everyone's favorite jersey, and it's not even close. The purple with the red dinosaur with the red, it's just so fire with the crazy font in gray. Like, this jersey works. It's fire. It's just, yeah, Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, we get it. Fire jersey, no more explanation needed. Now, the Sixers have had some really good jerseys too that I've also really liked. And I think there's a tie for two because they're kind of the same things, just with a different color scheme. But, you know, this is the black jerseys with the red kind of things on the side, with the weird logo on the side with the basketball going through it. Very simple look, but obviously, what does it remind you of? The Allen Iverson days. I love this jersey because it's very clean. It really doesn't have anything that kind of stands out that looks weird. It just has the nice Sixers logo with good colors, and it's just a good looking jersey. There's these, and there's also the blue ones that I also really like. Both the blue and the black are kind of just like a tie for me because they're both kind of the same thing, but fire nonetheless. Now for the Washington Wizards, this one was kind of easy because it's the one jersey that's really unique, and I would argue one of the more unique jerseys in all of the NBA history. This is obviously the gold with the black stars on the sides because, you know, there's only one thing it reminds me of, and that is, you know, the Gilbert Arenas days where he was basically like an incredible player, dropping like what, 50, 60 points in a game. Like, it was ridiculous. This jersey just reminds me of those like crazy Agent Zero highlights. Just an iconic jersey, and it just, you know, it reminds me of those Gilbert Arenas days. It's a fire jersey. Yeah, you get it. Now for the Grizzlies, I'm not going to really pick anything from their Memphis days because honestly they haven't really done anything new or exciting with the Memphis jerseys. So I'm going to go with their Vancouver Grizzlies with the weird, I don't even know what kind of blue it is, but it's like a very bright color with the weird, like with the Vancouver Grizzlies on the center with the weird things on the side. It's a very sleek look. Like, if I was in the 90s, I would buy this jersey like 10 times because it's just such a good looking jersey. I love the bright blue on it. I love how the logo is. I love the weird red and black thing going on the collar and on the sides. It just looks good. I feel like this whole video is just be saying a bunch of times that this thing looks good, but you know what? Bear with me. For the Dallas Mavericks, I'm going to go with the city editions that they're going right now. The kind of blue on the sides with the blue and gray with the skyline on it. It's a good look, and I could, you know, imagine this jersey being iconic one day if Luka Doncic becomes the all-star player that, you know, we're expecting him to be. I would see a lot of people buying a Luka Doncic Mavs jersey in a couple years once he's like an all-star and stuff. I feel like that's going to be one of the higher selling jerseys in a few years. I love the skyline look. I love the blue and the gray. I love how it works. Just a nice jersey. Now for the Denver Nuggets, this one's also kind of easy, and I feel like a lot of people can agree with me on this. It is their blue jersey with the yellow and the rainbow colors that go through the chest area with the kind of like mountains, white mountains thing. Now come on, this is one of the more like colorful jerseys, but I don't think it looks tacky at all. I could see why people wouldn't like it because it is just a little too colorful for people. Like, I remember on 2K like 9 and 10, I remember always wearing this jersey if I was using the Nuggets online with like Carmelo Anthony, like the days with Carmelo Anthony on the Nuggets. I remember always picking this jersey. It's just a clean jersey that has a lot of colors and it doesn't look like it's too much. I love it. Houston Rockets. This one is kind of easy. This is what they wore in the Hakeem Olajuwon days. This is when their Rockets logo wasn't just like an R in a weird font. It was actually like the Rockets text with the ball and like an actual like rocket ship going. That logo is fire, and this jersey is fire. It's just a very nice blue jersey with light stripes on it with the red and white going on the sleeves and the v-neck and stuff. It is such a fire jersey, and I would pay a lot of money to get this Hakeem Olajuwon jersey, but I haven't been able to find it anywhere. Maybe I can find it on some like bootleg shop overseas, but I want to really just get this jersey because it is such a classic jersey. And obviously when I see it, what do I think of? I think of Hakeem Olajuwon and like the iconic Dream Shake, and I just think of the Rockets and their championship runs. I would love for the Rockets to bring this back. If the Rockets were able to make this their city edition, it would be incredible. Now the Spurs have been basically having the same jerseys for the entire career's existence, so they haven't really had anything that stands out. They've always had a very simple like white, gray, black with some text on it. They haven't really done anything out there. It's just a very simple jersey. But I have to admit, I'm picking this jersey for the same reason that I picked the Celtics jersey, and it's because it's the only jersey that has something different to it. Like, I'd even argue that this camo look is a little too bland, but hey, at least it's something different than the solid colors that they've always done, and they haven't really done anything different besides this. So, I mean, it's a nice look, very simple, and a simple look for a simple organization. I think that's a fair way to put it. Now for the Warriors, I think this one is something that we can all agree on again. This is their jerseys from the early 2000s. This is the jerseys with the dark blue with the yellow text on the Warriors and the orange going down the sides. Now why is this jersey my favorite from the Warriors? And it just reminds me of the good days with Baron Davis, and that is just, you know, when I think of the Warriors, everyone thinks of like the Warriors of today and this like dynasty that they've kind of done, but this Warriors team, people forget how incredible this team was with Baron Davis and Jason Richardson. Like, this was such a fire team, and obviously, you know, this was the team that like took down an 8 seed. It was such an iconic jersey. When I see this jersey, I think of the like legendary like poster from Baron Davis. Like, I can't help but think of like the iconic moments with this jersey in the like early 2000s. It's such a fire jersey, and it just brings back like great memories of a Warriors team that people actually respected. Now for the Lakers, I'm going with their Hollywood Knights jerseys, which is basically the black jerseys with the red text. Now obviously this is such a bland jersey looking at it now, but this was so different. I remember when this came out, and I remember when they announced that they were going to be doing this, I remember people freaking out like, oh wow, this is like a really fire jersey. And honestly, it's nothing new, it's nothing crazy, it's just black. I think we've just gotten used to seeing the iconic purple and gold, that when we saw the Lakers wearing like the black jersey, it was kind of different, and I like it. It's a very simple look, very bland, but it did steer away from their iconic purple gold that they've like done for like so long, and you know, and the black jersey just has a good look to it. I like it. Now for the Pelicans, I'm going with the jerseys that they have now, their city edition jerseys. I don't know why, but I just love these jerseys. Like the purple on the Nola, and the purple and the green and the yellow, like it's just a good look. It's so New Orleans, if you know what I mean. It has like the Mardi Gras colors. It's just such a good looking jersey. I personally can't wait to see Zion Williamson, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart rocking these jerseys. It's gonna be fun to watch. Now for the Clippers, I had a hard time kind of picking what to do because they've always had kind of the same look, but I'm gonna go with their blue jerseys. I think these are the city editions, correct me if I'm wrong. It is very simple. It's just a blue jersey with the Clippers thing on it. I like it because, again, with the other one, I just love blue, so there's no other explanation needed. It's a very simple jersey. I like it because I like blue. Charlotte Hornets, I'm going with with the teal blue with the blue, green, and white stripes with the white Charlotte on it. This is obviously such an iconic jersey because obviously, what does it remind me of? The 90s with Larry Johnson and Muggsy Bogues and Alonzo Mourning. You know, it's an iconic jersey with an iconic look, and when I see this jersey, it is just so 90s. Like, I always think of like the 90s NBA when I think of this jersey. Like, I don't even think of, like, when I see that Bulls jersey, I don't even think of like 90s. I think of like a whole era when I see this jersey. Like, when I go around areas and I see people rocking these jerseys, it just takes me back to like the 90s and like the 90s NBA, which I obviously never got to see because I was born in 2000. For the Utah Jazz, I'm going with their jerseys that they rocked in the 90s with, you know, during the Stockton Malone days, with the purple on the top with the white that kind of has a gradient going to purple with the blue like mountains on it with the cool Jazz logo on the thing. It's such a cool jersey. Nothing special, honestly, Like I could see people rocking this like today, but I would like to see the Jazz kind of do something different and kind of use this jersey and make it their like city editions. But to be fair, the Jazz city editions that they have right now are also like a very close second to this. But I think this is just iconic because it just reminds me of the Stockton Malone days, and it just reminds me of all the video highlights that I've seen on YouTube of the Bulls like completely destroying them. So that's the only reason I think of this Jazz jersey, is watching the Bulls kick their ass. Now for the Kings, I'm going with the city editions that they have now. I don't know why, but I like that it's not like it has no purple on it. Like I like that there's just like no purple on it. It's just like a very bright blue on basically 3/4 of it, with some white on the top and the Sacktown. I like it. It's just a very clean look, and it's something different that they have, and you know, it's a cool jersey. I actually want to get a De'Aaron Fox jersey, and if I end up doing that, it would probably be this jersey here because it's so fire. I don't know, I like it. For the Phoenix Suns, I think this one's kind of easy. It's the black jersey with the purple, with the orange and purple kind of, not gradient, but design with the basketball as a sun. It's a great look, and it says on the bottom that it came from, this was like worn during like the 90s. Like I don't even know if this was during the Charles Barkley days. I don't think this was, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. But I don't know, this is just such a clean look that it just looks good. And I think that if you look at like any jerseys from the 90s, this is a jersey that kind of stands out, and it has a unique look to it, and it kind of actually uses their name in a way, the Suns. It actually has like a basketball as a sun. It's a good look. I like it. Now, I couldn't really think of anything for the Thunder. I looked at all their jerseys and I haven't really been able to find one that I kind of really liked. So I'm going to be really basic here, and I'm going to pick the Supersonics away jersey because it's such a simple jersey, obviously, and I just like it. I don't know why. I like the Sonics jerseys. I would love for the Sonics to be back. I don't know if that's possible or not, but I would love to see this back somehow, some way. It just reminds me of, you know, like Gary Payton's like incredible like defense and trash talking days. Like when I see this jersey, I just picture like Sean Kemp like dunking on everything possible. So it's a very simple jersey. Obviously, it's the away jersey. Obviously, I don't know why. I like it. Simple look. Now to wrap things up, the Timberwolves. This is kind of easy. I'm going with their black jerseys with the Timberwolves in the white font and the green stripes on it. I think Dom in his video kind of said it best. There's a reason why Derrick Rose dropped 50 in these jerseys. It is so iconic. Like I see this jersey and I think of Derrick Rose's 50-point game and Kevin Garnett in his like early career when he like won MVP and stuff. This is such a fire jersey. There's nothing to it. There's no cool designs. It's just like a cool font and a very sleek, clean jersey. But it's so fire and it's so effective. So that is going to wrap up this video. I hope that you guys were able to bear with me. This was a long video, but you know what? I had to make it up for you guys after not uploading for like weeks. I do apologize for not uploading consistently. Obviously, I told you guys in the last video that I wasn't going to be able to make a lot of videos for a little bit because I was going to be traveling and stuff. But I am back now, and I have a lot of ideas to make videos for. Obviously, free agency is coming up, so I definitely want to make a lot of videos talking about that. I want to talk about all the potential moves that are going to happen. Anytime there's a big trade, I want to be able to like be the first one to talk about it. I'm excited. This is, you know, I was worried that I wasn't going to have any content for the NBA season, but I don't think I'm going to be worried now because there's going to be a lot to talk about, and there's going to be a lot of discussions to have and a lot of debates. So I'm excited for this off season. Honestly, it's going to be a lot of fun. You know, it's the summer, so I want to make the summer like an incredible summer. I want to be actually on top of my game the entire summer in these next like 3 months and just upload a bunch of fire videos consistently. I don't have a schedule, but I'll let you guys know if I do, and I will make sure that I upload very consistently, and at the very least I will have a video every Saturday. Obviously this is going up on Saturday. I'm gonna have a video every Saturday. So yeah, I am excited for this summer. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like and let me know in the comments if you agreed or disagreed. What are some of your favorite jerseys? You know, leave it in the comments. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to support the channel, and please subscribe and support the channel for, you know, more videos to come this summer. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.